In this video, you'll learn how to use Infor Data Loader to perform incremental data loads, bringing in only new or changed data on a scheduled basis. Let's start with the basics. Infor Data Loader is a tool within Infor Ion that securely extracts data from source databases and loads it directly into the Data Fabric platform. It supports both full and incremental loads, making it ideal for ongoing data synchronization. Data Loader is typically used by data engineers, integration specialists, and IT administrators. Incremental loads reduce processing time, lower system impact, and ensuring your data stays current without loading everything from scratch. Data Loader is the best practice for scheduled, repeatable ingestion of changing data. It is ideal when you need a reliable, low-maintenance way to keep data up to date using incremental loads. For more complex ingestion scenarios, such as multi-table joins or heavy filtering, the NESQL modeler used within the Ion data flows may be a better choice. This alternative approach is covered in detail in a separate video. Setting up the data loader ingestion is a four-step process. First, create a database connection point with the data loader type. Next, create the object in the data catalog. Third, configure the data loader for incremental loading, and finally operate and schedule the load. Prior to operating the data loader, an authorized app needs to be generated in the Ion API gateway and uploaded to the configuration files in Ion to allow Data Loader to execute the Data Lake API that delivers the data to the data lake. Let's look at our connection point. On the Connection Points tab, click the Add tile to create a new connection point. Select Database Type. Enter the name in the description of the connection point. Choose an enterprise location and change the type to Data Loader. Next, choose your database driver from the dropdown and check the Use Incremental Load checkbox. Enter the host name, port, and database from your source and their credentials. Verify that the connection details are correct by using the test button, and click OK. Before we configure the incremental keys, save your connection point. Click on the Incremental tab and use the plus button to add the incremental key. Under Object, select the table or view from your database source. Choose the column to be used as the incremental key. This is typically a last modified date or an incremental ID. If more than one incremental key is required, use the Add Child option at the end of the line to define the secondary keys. If the selected column is a date or date-time field, you can configure a time offset. This offset defines the maximum increment time used when pulling data and helps account for records that are still in flight or not yet committed to the database. This offset can be in seconds, minutes, hours, or days. Finally, use the time zone field to specify the time zone associated with the selected columns. And save your changes. Once saved, this connection point is available to use to create data objects and becomes available for multiple data loader configurations. Next, navigate to Data Fabric and to the Data Catalog object schemas. Data Catalog describes what your data looks like, its structures, fields, and supporting metadata, and makes it available to use across Data Fabric services. For this use case, we'll keep things simple by generating the schema directly from our connection point. Using the Add tile, choose the Generate from Ion Connection Point option. More advanced options and configuration details are available in the product documentation on docs.infor.com. On the Select Ion Connection Point, use the drop-down to select the connection point that was just created, and click Next. On the Select Items to Register screen, choose the table or view you want to ingest through the data loader. Use the arrow at the top right corner of the Available Tables box to move the selected table over into the next column. Click Next to move to define object details. Here we'll specify the identifier path and variation path for our object. The identifier path is one or more columns that make each record unique in the data lake. The variation path is used during query operations to make sure the latest version of the record is returned in the query results. Click Next to move to review our configuration changes. For this use case, we'll use the Overwrite Existing Metadata. Ensure that all our configurations are complete, and then click Generate Metadata. Once complete, this object represents your source data within Data Fabric and can now be used by Data Loader and other integrated services. Let's configure the Data Loader by creating a new setup. Navigating back to Ion under Connect. Choose the Data Loader menu option. Use the Add tile to create a new Data Loader. There are two pages under the Data Loader configuration: Model and Operate. First, for the model, enter the loader name and description. There are three tabs under the model page. First is the connection. Select the connection point that links to the source database. The same connection point is used to generate the metadata in the data catalog. If you're ingesting multiple tables, increase the number of parallel connections up to a maximum of 5. Best practices is to set the value to match the number of tables or views being ingested. For this example, we'll leave this at 1. We'll also leave the continue processing other documents if one document fails checkbox enabled. Finally, you can configure the max number of retry time if a connection fails in minutes. The default and recommended setting is 15 minutes. Next, move to the Documents tab. Under the available items, select the table or views you want to adjust and use the arrow in the upper right corner to move them to the selected documents list. Lastly, configure the ingestion schedule on the Scheduler tab. Note that if you've selected connection point that is not enabled for incremental loads, the Scheduler tab will not appear and all the data loads must be run manually. For this use case, set the data load type to incremental load. Use the basic or advanced scheduling options to define how often the data runs. In our example, we will schedule the load to run every 10 minutes. Once everything is configured, save your data loader model. With the configuration complete, it's time to operate the load. Choose the Operate page and click the Start button. When prompted, choose the run schedule as the run frequency and then click OK. The incremental load will now run according to the defined schedule. It does not start immediately. In this example, the load is scheduled to run every 10 minutes on the 10-minute mark. The first log entry will only appear after the initial scheduled runtime. Once the first run has completed, you can view the run details by clicking on the arrow in the first column of the log. Here we can see that there was one data object created in the data lake with 1,800 records. Let's navigate to Data Fabric and verify in Data Lake Atlas. Find our object, and we can then use the Details arrow to see the content. And we can validate that there are 1,800 records. Before we wrap up, here are a few best practices. Always test your incremental logic with a manual run. Monitor logs after the first few scheduled executions. Revisit the configuration of source schemas change and use incremental loads for frequent updates and full loads only when necessary. To recap, the Infor Data Loader enables efficient scheduled data ingestion. Incremental loads keep data fresh while minimizing system impact. And with the right connection point, catalog object, and schedule, you can fully automate data updates. Thank you for watching.